You know what I realized just the other day? We taken our wealth yogis on a trip out to Glastonbury to actually receive the powerful energies and healing, and did some very powerful meditations together. And then certain activities happened after the whole trip, which actually led me to come up with the idea of putting this video together for you, because you may be one of those people who either practice meditation and then you keep going back to meditation. It's kind of your like home button. It makes you feel good. It's kind of like, I need to keep going into meditation to get rid of the stress or whatever you go into meditation for. Or for some of you, it could be you do energy healing, and maybe you work with an energy healer who you do multiple sessions all the time, and you always feel good when you're doing the healing. Or maybe you have some other practices, whether you do some energy cleansing. But what if I was to tell you that actually all of this would be an absolute waste of time, and actually it may even be detrimental, meaning it could be an addiction, which actually is for a lot of people. Because think of it this way. If there is something that is your go-to thing, whenever you feel stress, whenever you feel anger, whenever you feel frustration, and you need to keep going back to that thing, is that not becoming some sort of an addiction? Just like some people, they go to alcohol for that reason. Some people, they go shopping for that reason, spending money, whatever that thing is, or drugs or violence. It becomes an addiction. And what people don't realize is that they are actually within this vicious cycle until you actually understand three things. And this is what I want to share with you in this video. If you can avoid these three things when you do your different spiritual or routine practices, what you'll find is you start living a more free life, not needing to depend on and rely on any of these things. But before we get into it, show reel, hit it. What's up guys, this is Sri Akarshana here, and in this video I'm going to share with you three things that you must avoid after meditation practices, energy cleansing activities or healing activities, because to the healer that's out there, it would be very crucial that you keep going back to them, because otherwise they probably wouldn't have a business, right? They need you to keep going back. But actually, if you heal someone or if you are being healed, then those energies are cleansed. Why should you need to keep going back? Now, it's because of the daily practices and routines and habits of the particular individuals. And these are the three things to watch out for if you do any meditation practices or healing practices for yourself, okay? So, number one, the first thing is the word noise. Now, what do I mean by that? Right? The worst thing is this. Imagine it's like this. When you do meditation or cleansing activities or healing activities, you are removing all of the negative, unwanted, disempowering energies. And imagine it's almost like squeezing the sponge, and now the sponge has no water in it. Now what will happen is the moment you enter into any place of noise or you're dealing with noise, what will happen is immediately your brain, your mind, your soul will act like the sponge, and everything will start coming in at a crazy, crazy, crazy speed. So this happens when a noise can be in different factors. So let us look at this. For example, some people, they practice meditation. After meditation, they pick their phone up, swipe on any social media. The moment you swipe, all of that information is accumulated and it goes directly into the brain, creating all of that noise once more. Meaning that all that time spending on cleansing, stress release, all that type of stuff is now like, it kind of like just reversed itself, you know? So make sure that after meditation practices and all these different things, stay away from technology, minimal for an hour. That's why I say to people, you know, morning practices, right? For that hour afterwards, don't be on technology. or like before bed, right? Don't be on technology, because your brain acts like a sponge. Everything, all this information, all this noise just goes in there, consumes, and creates stress once again. So that's one part of noise. Another part of noise is just a lot of noise outside, being around a lot of people, very busy places. When all that noise is going on, all the chattering that's happening around you, all of this is also consumed without even you knowing about it, because our senses are heightened when our mind is clear. So everything starts entering, okay? So anything to do with noise, anything to do with information, anything to do with a lot of people, right? A lot of physical sounds that you can hear, okay? Stay away from all of that. Have time for yourself. And it's very important when you finish these routines, when you have time for yourself, to actually create a shield for yourself, to protect yourself from any unwanted energies from entering at this point, because it's a very sensitive time, right? Otherwise, you'll find yourself keep needing to go back and go back and go back to actually fix the problem again that you're creating. The second point, right, is what I call the addictables. Now, you're probably looking at that word and asking, is that even a word? I actually not sure. If it is a word, you guys tell me in the comments below. But what I mean by that is certain things like, for example, alcohol. A lot of people, they go meditation, they go healing, then suddenly they're like, okay, let's have a glass of wine, you know, let's have some beer. But these things, they all distort the brain. What if I was to tell you, not just alcohol, you have things like also sex, right? The need, the desire for sex, all of these things. That's why they have all these like videos on NoFap, right? Because that sexual energy, when it's just used in that way, right? It becomes a little bit confusing. The chaos energy is all out there. So it's very different. So things, if you want clarity in mind, peace in mind, then those activities should not be so crazy anyway. And then, so you have that, then you have things like even tea and coffee. Tea and coffee, things that have caffeine in, they also distort. They're addictables. They can be, you can get people who are addicted to it. And they can distort the mind, right? Even mushroom in diet, people say, why you cancel out mushroom in diet? Because mushroom also has things that can distort the brain as well. So that is why that is cut out of a lot of yogi and yoginis diets as well, right? Another thing, obviously, right, should be staying away from drugs. I don't know if any of you are taking drugs, but should be staying away from that, because that's also distortion and addictable as well. Or any other thing that you feel you are addicted to, even like sugars, should be calmed down as well. Otherwise, when you have these addictions, you keep, whether it's even food, right? You consume yourself so much in that thing, then you get lost again, then you're needing to calm that mind and calm the energies again. That's why all of these things we try to cancel out, get rid of the addictables, especially when you're going through healing and meditation and all this type of stuff. Otherwise, it's distortion. It doesn't give you the clarity anymore. And then moving on to the final thing. The final thing is negativity. Okay, so that's very, very simple. If you know that you've got a surrounding that's full of a lot of negativity, then stay away from it. News. A lot of news today telling you how many people died today, how much war is going on around the world and all this. This also just consumes us with the negative energies. When we look at negative energies, then we become the negative energies because we absorb, especially during this sponge time, right? So any negative surroundings, negative conversations, when people are complaining, bitching, moaning about things, stay away from it. Company politics, stay away from it. At least for that period when you've just gone through the healing anyway. And like I said, the best thing is after any healing process, after any meditation, after any of these energy cleansing activities, to actually form a shield. Okay, maybe if you guys want to know how to form a shield, I'll create another video on it. You guys just comment below. If there's enough demand for it, then I'll create another video teaching you guys different ways to actually form a shield to protect yourself from all these negative energies. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video and hope it's been of use to you. I only created this video because I was looking at people going through these processes, and then it's kind of like wasting it away because you go through such a magical and powerful experience receiving magical powers, then you down a glass of red wine or something like that, and then suddenly all is sabotage, you know? So I think this will be of great use to you guys, especially those of you who want to receive special powers, healing, and you want to be someone special. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also comment below, let us know where you guys have tuned in from or any other questions that you guys may have. That's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's that little bell sign, by the way, because this year I'm dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, namaste. Ciao.